Have you ever wondered about the meaning behind the strange writing found at the mining field? Many of us in the city have been to the mining field and saw these confusing messages that don't make much sense. But what if I told you there's a story hidden behind it all? One night, I had trouble sleeping and decided to drive to Paleto Bay. I often went diving alone, but this time, I decided to go to an unfamiliar spot. While swimming around admiring the ocean bed, something caught my attention. A shape that looked like a mummified body. I swam closer to get a better look, and I was horrified by my findings. Despite being in shock, the journalist in me was fascinated by my discovery, and I found a total of 8 bodies scattered around in this underwater graveyard. This connection with the number 8 intrigued me. What if this was related to the mysterious writing in the mining field? I decided to call the local police and report my findings, and headed off to Sandy Shore to clear my head. I came across a burned down house. My instinct told me to stop and investigate. Inside the house, I found a news article nailed to the wood. It was about a serial killer named Merrill Abrahams, who had passed away in the prison. He was believed to be the person responsible for the Infinity murder. There were 8 victims. They were single young men who were believed to be killed while they were out jogging. However, they never found the bodies, and Merrill Abraham never confessed to the killing. He died in the prison while waiting for trial, and the case was left unsolved since. So I decided to drive around a little bit more and stumble upon this burned down house, which I think it used to belong to Merrill Abrahams. There were a lot of strange writing on the walls, something you would see in a mental psych ward. As I stepped into the back room, I could see jars of human remains that might be from his victim that he had kept as mementos. A source told me that when he left for prison, one of his neighbors had decided to burn down his house, which might possibly explain the graffiti that I found at the back of the house. So, if we actually put 2 and 2 together and examine the connection between the underwater graveyard that I found and the message that we had in the mining field, which read, 1 is done, 2 is fun, 3 tried to run, 4 called mom, 5's not alive, 6 is Nick's, 7's in heaven, and 8 won't wait. It seems to have represented the fate of his victim. I decided to walk around and see if I missed anything out, and found some writings on the nearby wall. It seems clear that Abraham knew the police was on to him, and purposely left behind clues. They want me, they can have, but they'll never get my people, even though I shall leave them signs enough where they put me. Which led me to believe that he might have left some clues behind during his time in the prison. So I contacted someone that I know works in DOC and asked if he could look around and see if he could find any clues that Abraham might have left behind. And he found something in the courtyard, which he sent me a picture of it. It says, "Where water meets land, fire once spewed forth. There the infinite age shall stay until I return." And I believe that this was the clue that the police has missed out on, which is why they never found the bodies. I guess I could confidently say that I might have just solved the mystery behind the cryptic message at the mining field. Thank you for tuning in. This is Arissa Love from Life Invader, wishing everyone out there to stay safe in this crazy city.